Peace and love. My name is Tantra-zawadi. I'm a performance poet from New York City. I am here in Union Square Park filming a documentary about AIDS and HIV. And this is my love offering to you from all of my friends and family, and even those that I had just met for the first time here at Union Square Park today, to share with you a few words, a few thoughts about their experience with HIV and AIDS. And this is what we had to say.
How I feel about this AIDS thing, it's a mess. People make money off of it. Countries are busy making technology to kill each other instead of coming up with a cure.
I just think it's ridiculous that we have the technology out there to really make a difference in handling and curing the disease. Well, not curing, but we can definitely control it. I mean, Magic Johnson's doing okay. Why can't, everybody in Africa? It's become more of a capitalist dilemma than anything.
I lost a good friend of mine, Zuzu. His name is Zuzu. That was in Ivory Coast in '98. He was HIV positive, and he's not in this world anymore. And I'm from Senegal, West Africa.
When a girl, normally we were talking about parent-to-child transmission. You get HIV, AIDS from your parents. But now with little girls, even if it's prevented from your parents, they are going to get it from a rapist. Because a rapist believes that if they take blood from a virgin, they get cured of AIDS. So by the time you reach 13 years, you are already sick and dead. So the lifespan of Zimbabwean women has been cut from 58 years in 1996 to 34 years. You are lucky to get to 34 years. It means all our lives have been halved. We cannot live to the full.
Hello, my name is Vaughn, and I've been living with the virus since 2004. One thing that people should know is that, especially people in the West Indian community, there's a lot of stigma involved when you hear that you have HIV or whatever. And what people should know is that everyone is pretty much the same. It's just that if you have a life-threatening disease, it's not a death sentence. It's just how you take care of yourself. So when people first hear about someone else having a life-afflicting illness, no matter what that may be, is to deal with that person with compassion and respect and just treat them as if they were your friend. So if you kind of put yourself in their shoes, you know how it feels.
Living with this whole experience, it's been so much going on. Like I talked to you earlier, I went through military, drug addiction. I didn't think I was going to be here 19 years later. And here I am, just turned 40 years old. The last thing I thought I was going to be was alive.
Discriminate is a deadly thing, but AIDS is another. How can something so deadly, so cruel, not even be seen by the naked eye? Inside, I cry for the people. Inside, I cry for the people who have AIDS. But if we are all brothers and sisters, loving one another, why spread such a deadly disease? Why spread HIV?
When you really think about it, I honestly feel that sometimes people just allow the lust to take over them And it's so important to take the time to really look at the situation for what it is, because it could be just a fleeting moment.
And then you look at a situation like what I had of a girl. She's 15 years, married to an HIV positive man. The HIV positive man dies when she's 16. Her baby is sick. So we have got an HIV positive widowed, married girl. You see how we are, the whole thing tends to be ironic. HIV positive widowed girl. We're supposed to be a child.
And I remember in that time in America, Ronald Reagan used to say that was a gay disease, and the Catholic Church would say that was a punishment from God.
And it's not just a gay experience living with AIDS, HIV, and exposing yourself, and just the way we're living right now. A lot of the straight community, especially the black straight community, kind of turns a blind eye to it. But with that, like I said, it's not just a gay situation. It's a human, it's a people situation.
Like in communities where I worked, I had a girl and a mother. We had to hide antiretroviral drugs in the garden because the husband came to beat their mother for only taking antiretro. So every day you dig a little hole, you hide them. When he's gone, you dig it up, you take them.
So the husband beat the wife because she was taking the drugs?
Yes. And then I had a woman whose husband died. And in our African country, in Zimbabwe, she had to seek permission from the whole family to take ARV drugs. You can imagine, at 50 years, you have to seek permission to bring those drugs because there's so much stigma around it. And then the stigmatization. When you are HIV positive, you are the one who brought it, not our son.
Yes.
So that has tended to kill them very quickly because of the stress. So what you see is a silent genocide of women and girls, because there's no social security system to protect you, even when they seize your drugs. It's like a military in the house, in the home. So it has also been a war to survive.
Women, you cannot blame men. Men, you cannot blame fear. Lovers, you cannot blame ignorance. Get tested. The time it takes to get pricked, 2 hours extends your options to pick. It doesn't get much more real than sitting on a chair across from a person who will reveal the fate of your former decisions. 5 years ago, 98% of new HIV cases were black women. Now there are 1 million cases of chlamydia in Queens alone. North Brooklyn, Harlem, and the South Bronx have the highest rates of new HIV cases. Women still being the ones willing to open hearts through legs in hopes of forever. Women still being willing to open legs in hopes of hearts healing and having forever. Women still being the ones willing to open legs and hearts in the hopes of forever. Get tested. It's important.
My message is, I never thought that it was about HIV in New York, honestly. And look, it's disarray. You don't see a female or man who just look good. You cannot trust nobody. You know, that's the reality. The HIV is here, and we gotta have some safe sex, I guess.
I don't expect anybody to understand it. I feel it. Feel the way you in the imagine. I don't want you to imagine it. I want you to understand in the way I can show you. Or let you hear this. Vaccine injected. Thought nothing of it. Thought I was protected, felt pain in my body almost like my blood was running up inside me. Praying silently for Christ to hurry up and find me. Soul on ice, mind feeling naked, prayers mad long. I'm hoping that they